Broncos country, what's going on? This is a video response to my friend Kodiak, his video that he just put out on 3 players the Broncos should cut before the start of the season. So this is going to be my response. I have 3 players. I'm not saying you cut them, but I'm saying they probably got the hottest seat coming into training camp. I know we're a far ways away from that, but it all starts at OTAs here in a couple weeks, right? So y'all let me know your thoughts on these players. They are a different group than some of the guys that Kodiak has talked about because you should go check out Kodiak's video for those other players, right? But let me know who's on the hot seat with you on the roster, who's on the roster bubble. Let me know. But let's go ahead and get started. So my first player, this is a tough one because I'm a defender. I'm a fan of his, but there is no denying the seat is red hot this training camp coming in for Alex Singleton. Now, man, that sounds crazy because, yeah, he is our captain, right? But he is returning from an ACL injury. Of course, we brought in Dre Greenlaw to be that main linebacker, but I do think that Alex Singleton is going to look so much better under or working alongside Dre Greenlaw instead of kind of being, the main dog in that inside linebacker room. I think that he'll be better as that number 2. But guys say he's not looking recovered from that ACL, and Drew Sanders takes that next step. He could be on the chopping block, especially with being able to save $1.3 million if we release him for the start of the season now or during the season, something like that. But anyways, I see Alex Singleton being on this roster, though, but I wouldn't rule it out. I would not rule it out. He was fantastic for us, I thought, as our team was learning how to play with each other, and he had a great season prior to that in 2023 as well. But 31 years old, we'll see how he recovers from that ACL injury. This is a make or break training camp, I feel like, for Alex Singleton and Drew Sanders too. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would not surprise me if maybe only one of those 2 guys ends up on the 53 to start the season. The one thing that could really help Drew Sanders is, while I think he still has trouble like reading plays from the inside linebacker position, he's been really, really good on special teams. And I think that's going to be huge for him. In terms of making the roster, he's been a very good special teams player for us. You see here, PFF had a 82.8 grade for him. That's wonderful. Now, let's get to the second player, or rather maybe position battle. Guess this is kind of what it's turning into. Roster battles. Devin Key. Man, he was rough in coverage, man. I mean, I had to just block out some of those games in which he was starting at safety for us. Been in the league for a while now, initially brought in via the Kansas City Chiefs, but now he's on the good side. The one thing with Devin Key is that his special teams grades have been good. 67.5 is good. 7 tackles, but 3 missed tackles this year. But overall, we saw him take a nice solid jump in his special teams production this year for the Broncos. And I thought, aside from a couple dumb gaffes, thanks to like Traymon Smith and, Alex Forsyth, our special teams were really good, I thought. So that could be the difference maker because, yeah, he was not good in coverage. Now, he wasn't atrocious. He wasn't Levi Wallace, but 92.1 percentage, when targeted, tackling percentage, I guess it was actually pretty good. PFF noted him having 14 solo tackles, 10 assisted tackles, only 1 missed tackle on the season. Just got burnt sometimes, man. Absolutely got burnt during this middle of the season against Baltimore. I mean, yeah, that was his lowest graded coverage grade of the year. And so who's he probably competing with? Probably a guy like Sam Franklin, who's been in the league just 1 year longer than him. He has been another core special teamer. And while he does have some coverage chops as well, you see special teams grade this past year with Carolina, 62.9. That's right there with Devin Key. 7 tackles this year, just like Devin Key had. One missed tackle, but he did have 4 penalties. So yeah, that ain't good. But you can see he's had some pretty good production with the Carolina Panthers on special teams, but a lot of freaking penalties. Um, and yeah, so all that to say, I don't know if it's a foregone conclusion he makes this roster, but yeah, I think he could probably be that challenger to Devin Key for that. So interesting to see what happens there. For what it's worth, Devin Key had no special teams penalties this year, but I think that, yeah, I guess this is turning into more of a position battle. The last one we'll go through this is on the defensive line. A Yoma Wazarike, 6'6", 320 pounds. He is a big time specimen, but he's kind of a frustrating player to watch, to be honest, man, because I don't always feel like the effort level is there. I feel like he should be playing a lot stronger than what he is, given his measurables. And I thought maybe with a guy this size, he could be a really nice nose tackle for us. But maybe it's because he's 6'6", he's a little tall. They have him kind of playing more of that 3-4 defensive end position, spelling Zach Allen, spelling John Franklin Myers, wasn't active for most of the season this past year. So that's something to keep in mind as well. He just didn't play a lot. And when you're bringing back guys that have been in the league for a while that didn't play a lot the year prior, yeah, I think he's going to be a guy whose position is up in the air moving forward. And you might say, why is that, David? Well, because we drafted Savion Jones in the 3rd round from LSU. And so that's going to leave the Broncos probably, I think, for the 53-man roster, having to choose between maybe some UDFAs they brought in, but also it might come down between Wazarike and Jordan Jackson. Jordan Jackson, I thought, played well for us last year. I guess the grades don't really reflect it, but I thought that he added some nice chops for us. Pass rushing chops. He did have a sack on the season, and he was a nice spell player for us. But you can see, I mean, just the run game, he was atrocious in this past year, according to PFF. A little surprising, 43.4, but yeah, he's still a younger player, just like a Wazarike is. Either of these guys could still kind of make that jump. I think the one nice thing for Wazarike is that, as you can see, I mean, he was very good, even though he only had 63 total snaps. He was very good against the run, just doesn't add a lot in pass. But yeah, Jordan Jackson, the grades might be, lower, but, he played 329 snaps. He had the trust of the coaches. That's interesting to note. So, there's, my different position battles, and this is kind of our lad's little depth chart here. But yeah, you can see Jordan Jackson right here, Awazarike. These guys might be battling for one position. You got, oh yeah, they got him right here. Sam Franklin and Devin Key right there battling for a safety position. I still think, the DTY, he might be a practice squad guy. I mean, we'll just have to see. And then at linebacker, we have Alex Singleton, Drew Sanders, Justin Sternad. Of course, Lavelle Bailey. I expect him to make a jump this year, but we also brought in Kareem Reed from Utah and JB Brown from Kansas. So, yeah, and JB Brown have a great rookie minicamp. So, hey, that's awesome to see. But y'all let me know. I mean, who are some other guys that are on the hot seat, some camp battles that you feel like will start shortly as OTAs begin? Like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. Please go check out Kodiak Broncos podcast. Give him a sub as well. We got to get him to 1,000. All right. Go Broncos.